So a new Turkish League nominating contract pack has came out, and after looking at the cards, there's two in particular that really interest me. So we'll start off with Dusan Tadic. He's a whole player. He can play a lot of positions. Let me move my webcam out of the way so you can see what positions he plays. Yeah, he can play a lot of positions. He's got passing above 85, both stats, curl above 85, but that's the problem. Only those three stats rather. So he's not going to get crazy boosts from your manager. His finishing is going to stay below 80. And his speed and acceleration aren't that great. So he's a whole player, but his speed and acceleration aren't that great, and his defensive awareness aren't that great. And if you've used, a lot of whole players, you might have noticed that the ones that with low speeds don't really make good runs just as much. I feel like the game, when they're calculating how the players make the runs, when they have low speeds, they just can't make the runs as well, because the player believes he won't be able to get on the end of the pass, so they don't make the run in the first place. Alright, next player, Wilfried Zaha, who is amazing in this game and has been amazing since PES 18. I think I used to always use him. So he's got double touch, flip flap, and soul control. So he's got the level 3 double touch. Look at his stats real quick. He'll have 88 tight possession, 95 dribbling, 93 pace, and 94 acceleration. So he's going to feel really fast on the ball. He could left mid, right mid in a 3-5-2, just so he can run down the wing really fast. But he's also able to play centre forward, and because he's kind of physical, obviously you're thinking he's a winger, he's good at dribbling, he's fast, but he's also got a bit of physical about him. So he'd be good up front as well. His skills, he's got scissors feint, really good, double touch, flip flap, soul control as we said, Marseille turn, really effective. True passing, probably the most important skill on any player. And rising shot. Now the only problem with that rising shot is I don't think the combination of his kick and power and finishing is high enough, so I wouldn't be looking at that rising shot. But the pinpoint crossing, if you play him out wide, and the gamesmanship is really good too. It'll help you trick your opponent. They're going to cut inside or go outside. And when he makes the mistake and tries to catch up, if he's close, the gamesmanship, you might win a free kick. Next player, Nzonzi, actually doesn't look as bad as you might think, because his pace isn't terrible, but again, it's a similar scenario. Look at his low pass, 84. And his tackling 83, it's just below 85, so you're not going to get that +3 boost. He is on E form this week, so if you're you need a DMF for this week, maybe specifically for this week, don't get this guy. But long term, he doesn't look terrible. Although, if you consider that he's a 5-star, I think this is a player you avoid, and there's another rank man in the pack who you can get for cheaper. So I think, yeah, definitely avoid this Nzonzi. Skills, he doesn't have true passing. He's got one-touch pass and interception, most important for a DMF. Aerial and blocker, also very effective, but he just doesn't have true passing, so I wouldn't be too interested in him. Trezeguet, similar to Zaha, to be honest, although this Trezeguet has long-range curler and long-range shooting, but Zaha doesn't, so he'd be a bit better at shooting than Zaha. In theory, he does have lower finishing and kicking power, but I feel like the skills will work more in Trezeguet's favour. He has got true passing as well. He has got pinpoint, outside curler, track back. So he's got very interesting skills. The only problem is he can only play left wing and right wing, whereas Zaha could play left wing, right wing, left mid, right mid, and centre forward. So these are nominating contract cards. You can't put skill trainers on them. You can't put position trainers. So even if you want to play him left mid or right mid, you won't be able to. But he doesn't look terrible, and he is a 4-star compared to Zaha being a 5-star. You can see in the top right there. I've only got the 4-star contract at the moment, just because I don't buy the match pass anymore. So it might be smarter for me to go for Trezeguet. I think I already have it as Zaha as well. I definitely use him in my Turkish League events. I don't know if it's a loan version or a special version, but yeah, Trezeguet might be someone I get. Maximovic, this guy is just really tall. Pretty much, I've used him before. He has got good defensive stats. Not everything's above 85, but don't worry about that engagement. He is a centre back. He shouldn't be out of position. He shouldn't need to track back. So you'll get a +3 on all of the important defensive stats. Got 82 jumping and aerial superiority and 193 centimeters tall. So this guy should win everything in the air. 70 speed, and his acceleration will get up to 70 with the boost. 93 physical contact, that's pretty good. And he's got the defensive stats you want, skills. He doesn't have fighting spirit, so he does have defensive skills you're looking for, but he also has weighted pass, which is really important for centre backs. Although He only has 66 lofted pass, so I don't know if it's going to be effective or a mistake. It might kind of lure you into passes that you shouldn't be making. But he's not terrible. Again, he's 4-star, so at least if he was 5-star, it'd be an avoid. He's just missing like too many. Like he's not missing one touch pass, but just because he's a 4-star, it might help in the Turkish League events. Yeah, this guy's interesting. Kulksoy, and then I had to say Kuluksoy, and then I had to say his name. He's got a very high weak foot and 89 finishing, so that's why I think he's interesting. Got 85 acceleration, that'll get the boost. He'll get to 90 attacking awareness, and he has super sub. So it's also, look at his positions, they're a bit weird, the positions he could play. So overall, I actually don't think this guy is worth going for just because he's a 4-star. But if he was a 3-star, I think this would be a handy little option because of the super sub, one touch pass, acrobatic finishing, first time shot, long range curler, good acceleration finishing, but very high weak foot. But 4-star, I don't think it's worth it. So yeah, I wouldn't be going for him. Alek Kulov, great defense stats, similar to what was his name, Maximovic. All the important ones above 85, and then defensive engagement is gonna get to 85. But they'll have 90 plus tackling and aggression, and then 88 defensive awareness. Good speed, good physical, good jumping. Does he have aerial superiority? He does. So good jumping combined with aerial superiority and good height. Yeah, this guy will be also good in the air. One thing that's interesting, he is a build-up and Maximovic is a destroyer. So if you need a new centre-back pairing for your Turkish League team, this would be a good combo. I feel like build-up and destroyer are the best combo. If you have two destroyers, you usually get caught out in behind. So that would be good. What skills does he have? He has interception, man marking, blocker, aerial, and slide tackle as the important ones. Heading, I wouldn't be too worried about in a defensive scenario. And then long throw might be useful. Ideally, you would want it on your fullback. But I guess if you're playing a 3 at the back, you don't have a fullback, so it'd be good in that. And even in a 4 at the back, I guess you can just send your centre back to take the throw in. But yeah, he actually does look pretty good. Not bad at all. Liete is a goalkeeper. He's got good reach, to be fair. And he's 196 centimeters tall, so he might not be terrible, but I don't know. I think you'd be better off just using the lone keepers are going to get for the challenge events. I wouldn't be worried about him. And Santa, this guy's also very interesting. He's got 92 finishing to start, 89 attacking awareness, 85 kick of air, 88 physical contact, 93 heading. All the stats are going to get a +3. And he's got super sub. And he's got aerial superiority while 191 centimeters tall. So he's going to be a great target man. Skills outside of that: acrobatic finishing, first time shot, one touch pass, fighting spirit, aerial superiority. Yeah, these are. Or sorry, I said that one. But yeah, these are great skills. The only one he's missing is true passing and like a double touch, Marseille turn, cut behind turn, something like that, and maybe a heel trick for helping in the build up as a target man. But yeah, he's pretty good. So if you need a physical striker up front, definitely get this guy. I use Dzeko in the Turkish League events. He's got probably got 2 goals a game in Turkish League events. If you can't get your hands on Dzeko, this guy might be a suitable replacement. Okay, this guy is very interesting. Look at his skills. So he's a 3-star. Keep in mind, he's a 3-star. 3-star contract. He can play centre back, right back, right mid, CMF and DMF, and half proficiency. Got well balanced stats. 85 acceleration. So that'd be +3. But his skills, so stats or whatever, but it's the skills that are interesting me. So he's got one touch, true pass, and pinpoint. All great passing skills. Gamesmanship for the dribbling. Combined with that 85 acceleration, that'll help you build out the back. Interception, blocker. So if you're playing him centre back, even he's got probably 2 of the most important skills there. And especially when you add in acrobatic clearance and aerial superiority. So yeah, this guy looks like a beast. The best position for him, probably a wide centre back in a 3 at the back formation, then probably a right back, and then probably a centre back in a back 4. Just because he's not the tallest, so I wouldn't be confident in a flat back 4 as centre back too much. He'd probably be fine though because of his aerial superiority, but I feel like he'd be best as a wide centre back in 3 at the back. He's got like the perfect kind of skills for it. He can defend, but he can also go forward and attack. So yeah, he's definitely good for that. And then this is the anchorman that you might be looking for if you don't want to, you know, spend that 5-star contract on Nzonzi. So Gull, he doesn't look amazing. Like, he's not blowing me out of the water. But what's interesting is he's got actually good acceleration and balance, which is kind of rare on a defensive minded player. So that's good to see. He doesn't have any stat above 85 other than physical. Got 1-touch pass, true passing, interception, acrobat clearance, blocker, sliding tackle, long range shooting, which you probably won't see too much of just because his finishing's very low. But more importantly, his kicking power isn't that good. But yeah, this guy actually does look decent. I think the high acceleration balance will be good. It might have been better if he was a destroyer though, just because he's so mobile. The destroyer moves more, an anchorman kind of just sits in position. You don't really need pace on an anchorman, so it might have been better if he was a destroyer, which is something that you'd rarely hear come from me. I definitely prefer anchorman, but just because of the way his pace is split, I think it might have been good. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Let me know who you're going for overall. I think the best players are Zaha, Trezeguet, Yavru. These two as a centre back pair, they're decent, and then Gull. If you need a DMF, I wouldn't go for Nzonzi. I'd go for Gull. But yeah, that'll be the end of the video.